See the game more clearly with high-definition spectacle lenses from Norville Opticians.
I guess this is the sort of game that you came to England for.
I guess I don't have too much history of what the big games are, to be fair, with teams. But from what I've heard about this week, Leicester at home at Kingsholm is pretty massive. So it's something that I've been looking forward to. But to be fair, I guess every game that I've been involved with so far being over here has been pretty exciting for me, because it's just been a whole different environment, a whole different competition, and it's been something that was part of the reason why I did come over to England.
And how much in that sort of adjustment experience have you just been soaking up everything you can about every team and just sort of the whole culture of rugby in terms of the way matches are played?
Yeah, I guess you got to learn pretty quickly, to be able to adapt and understand, I guess, sort of more the styles that teams play over here, and the way we want to play, and how you want to play against teams. So kind of been rolling with the punches a little bit at the start, but now kind of understand a lot more on what we want to achieve and the way we want to play, and also knowing more strengths about other teams, and finding out what their strengths are and how they want to play. So a lot of it's probably been looking at a lot of tape, which is good. It's something I think we need to do a bit more, but also just get out there and be able to experience it and play against those teams. It makes you kind of things sink in, and you kind of realise a bit more.
So how do you rate the Leicester pack?
I think they're pretty sharp. The way they play is probably a little bit different to a lot of other teams over here. They've got a little bit of influence from a Kiwi coach, so they try to play a little bit more expansive, a bit more width to their game. Stretch defences. So it's something that we're going to have to look forward to. But they still have a lot of I guess Northern Hemisphere style with their forwards. They still have a pretty good rolling maul. Their set piece is pretty good, so it's something that we're going to have to be right on top of to get the win.
And from what we've seen of you relish that physical encounter as well.
Yeah, I guess if you don't enjoy doing rolling up your sleeves and getting into it as a tight forward, you're probably playing in the wrong position. I guess over here, there's more emphasis on it. Back home, you have to be able to play the ball a lot more and be able to run in those wide channels. But over here, it's more you just roll your sleeves up and get into it in the tighter channels, and I really enjoy that. So that's probably one of the the big things that I've really welcomed since being here.
And back to the Premiership, I mean, that Exeter game actually seems quite a long time ago, but I suppose the big lesson from that start's so important.
Yeah, it's any game the start's important. They were a top team. That first 20 minutes we put ourselves in a bit of trouble, and we couldn't get ourselves out of it. But I think more on a positive note about that is probably more the character we showed in the fight to come back and try to really put some more pressure on them and almost come away with the point or the win. So it's something that I think that you get more over training week than it is just out there playing. The more pressure you can put on each other at training, and the higher intensity your trains can be, I think it makes it easier when you get out there and play in the game, because you're a bit more used to it, and when that pressure does come on, you're more aware of what you need to do.